Hi, and welcome again to another edition of Market Analysis for today, Monday, May 19th of 2025. I'm Gio Bencourt, and this is a recording done by Vantage Markets. We do it about an hour prior to the USA session open. All right, well, when it comes to tackling the government's budget deficit, there are a lot of politicians in Washington who are good at talking the talk, but very few who walk the walk. Just as Congress is trying to push through its latest tax plan, Moody's has downgraded U.S. debt, combined with comments yesterday from Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent reminding everyone that tariffs could go up again. That's a 1-2 punch that could make investors nervous this week. In a way, the downgrade is purely symbolic. Moody's is the last of the three main ratings firms to do it, and the reasons given are obvious: tax cuts are reducing revenue while spending continues to increase despite all the rhetoric about fiscal rectitude. Even the latest proposal cuts taxes way more than it reduces spending, and those spending cuts may not hold since popular programs like Medicaid are being targeted. Some say deficits don't matter. They are right with one big caveat: they don't matter as long as bond yields stay low. So far, so good. The 10-year Treasury yield is still around 4.5%, about the same as where it was a year ago. But if budget worries start pushing that yield up significantly, watch out. That will drive down stocks as well as bonds. That's because higher yields reduce the relative valuation of stocks, increase companies' borrowing costs, and ultimately slow economic growth. As Friday's consumer sentiment data showed, shoppers are already worried. A warning from Walmart that prices could rise in the wake of a tariff hit does not help. Earnings from Home Depot, Lowe's, and Target this week will add some more color. For now, deficits may well just be hot air in a storm that blows over, but keep an eye on bond yields to learn when all the targets real. So with that being said, let's take a look at what we can speculate for today's market fluctuation. And with that note, with that sentiment, we have opened gap down. Yesterday, we have remained within range of making equal highs, equal lows, and a breakdown seems to be happening as we speak. I'm going to leave the same levels of support and resistance that we had from last week because they were not even violated. So we do expect, obviously, because with this negative news, obviously we do expect the markets to continue this move lower. So anyway, 21,000 first level of support. So let's see how much lower will that move throughout the day. The S&P 500 as well. Now this is a bit of difference because we have violated that first level that we had from last week. So therefore, I'm going to use the second one as my first one, and I'm going to use that previous swing low as my second level of support. Resistance, we might as well just 59.60. Right there, right? And I'm gonna leave 6,000 as it is. So again, we also open gap down as well. It has been closed, so keep that in mind. Then we have the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is in the green. All right, and it also opened gap down. It has been basically closed. It is within Friday's range. So could we speculate that the Dow will hold water and just sideways trade for a little bit? That's what I'm speculating for the Dow. Then we have crude oil. So crude oil actually opened gap up, all right, above our first level of resistance. And it fluctuated, continued to push lower, right about until the 20-day moving average or the medium within boundary bands, and it has retraced. Now, therefore, we're going to have to use a different level of resistance. So I'm going to use the 50-day moving average as my possible second level of resistance, and I'm going to put 62.8 as my first level of resistance, right below 63. As far as support goes, well, since we already basically have come close to that 20-day or the medium, I'm going to use that Friday swing low as my first, and then Thursday swing low as my second. Now, will this momentum continue? We do understand that OPEC is ramping up or scaling down their cutoff of production. They're actually looking to increase their production. So I'm going to anticipate that we will recover. This is just basically profit taking. A lot of people were expecting a lower move. So I'm actually speculating that we're gonna move higher. So look for buy entries. All right, well, Nat Gas is open quite also gap down. So $3 is just is that psychological value that just jumps at me. So would that be the target for this week? It looks like it. It looks like it. So 350 or 305 is going to be our second. Then I'm going to use Friday swing low and that 20-day moving or the medium for my second level of resistance. So going with the trend, RSI is obviously getting closer to being oversold, so there's still space, room for it to continue to move lower. Then we have gold. Oh, right. So gold right here is now making a basically an ascending triangle, and this is basically another perfect ascending triangle. So, what would be the outcome, or where would this be breaking out to? Well, it is coming from a downtrend. It has found its bottom, apparently so far. So will we say that it will retrace? So let's use the retracement tool, and we can just from the swing high to the swing low. So it's retracing. So we say that it'll retrace all the way back to the golden ratio. Perhaps that could be the case. So we are at the 0.38%, so we already surpassed that. So our target zone can be obviously between this is our hot zone. So could we see that the market could probably continue trading there and then do something like this? That could be one case, right? So therefore, I'm gonna leave 3265 as my first level of resistance, and I'm gonna bring down to where the medium or the 20-day moving average is. So favoring in long position. Now, as far as support, 3,300 psychological value, round value. And then I'm gonna use the 50-day intertwining with the lower Bollinger Band as my second level of support. So there we have. So out of this ascending triangle, I'm favoring a move to the upside. Fine. Then we have silver. So silver is also making, if you follow by the wicks, some people say, no, you want to do the body of the candle. But for some reason, the market went all the way down here as well, right? So you could look to do it both ways or just one way, you choose. But anyhow, if you do happen to do the body, well, we are making lower highs. Even though right here we are making a lower, but we're making higher lows and we have made a lower high here. So let's see. Anyhow, I am looking also at a ascending triangle in the in silver, but it has been flattish. There's no previous trend, no downtrend or uptrend. So it's been just sideways trading. and I could speculate that this is going to continue to do so. I'm going to tighten up the levels of support. The first level, since we already came down towards it, 3220. The second one, all the way down to the lower Bollinger Band. So looking for maybe a breakout to the upside. Let's see what happens. Maybe because of this US downgrade by Moody's, there could be some volatility, some no flows there. And so let's see. Then we have copper. So copper open gap up because this kind of close down here. I'm sorry. So no, actually it just it didn't open gap up. It's the same. The open was pretty actually close 4.36. Same. So basically, I'm gonna leave the levels of resistance where they are. I'm gonna just tie that one up. Since we have violated that first one, I'm gonna bring it down a bit for 90 and leave the same, the second level of support. So let's see if it'll recover as it's looking to do so. So Bitcoin, wow, what a wild swing. So Bitcoin brought a lot of volatility. So it did swung all the way to 107 and then quickly retraced, bouncing up 102-ish. So basically I'm gonna leave the same levels. This one's, I mean, we could just do this following like this. Let's see how much more of a rebound will it take, will it have. Then the euro, parabolic movement on the euro, move to the upside. The 20-day moving average or the medium of the Bollinger Bands acting as a level of dynamic resistance. So therefore, that's going to be our first level of resistance, and then 113,200, leaving the same levels of support. Nice move to the upside. Let's see if it'll sustain itself, and then we'll see another move. Also the pound. I'm gonna actually time it up. Move to the upside, nice parabolic movement. So continue with the trend because the dollar index seems to be taking a little beating after that Moody's news. So therefore, and it's fluctuating. It's right at the borderline of 100. Psychological, of course. So I'm just gonna use that swing low here because it basically kind of rebound up the medium of the Bollinger Band. So I'm gonna tighten up the resistance to that swing high on Friday. So as we continue to see this move moving lower, our index, we'll see a nice increment on the index, on the currencies and the metals. Thank you for watching and have a great trading day. I'll see you tomorrow.